is said that no shots were fired during the Cold War, that it was a purely ideological and political conflict. That is a convenient untruth. While the West was winning the space race, the Eastern Bloc was racing for Africa. By controlling the continent that supplied a majority of the world's natural resources, they could end up controlling the entire world's economy. The Eastern Bloc was set to enter the continent. By supporting local militia to seize control of their countries, the communist influence in Africa spread like a wildfire. By 1968, only the southern part of Africa had not gone through drastic change. Angola and Mozambique were still under Portuguese rule. Rhodesia still held out as a British subject. South Africa remained stable, while Southwest Africa was still not in new hands. But as Soviet-sponsored conflicts broke out in Rhodesia and Mozambique, the Eastern Bloc moved into Angola. Pushing for the MPLA to seize control from the Portuguese, the Eastern Bloc provided training, weapons and support to the 50,000 soldiers of the MPLA's military wing, FAPLA. Also backing them with 40,000 highly trained Cuban soldiers, more than 600 T-55 and T-62 Russian tanks, full squadrons of MiG-21s and MiG-23s, Mi-24 helicopter gunships, and more than 1,000 anti-aircraft weapons and artillery. In Southwest Africa, the Eastern Bloc helped build the 122,000 men strong SWAPO insurgency. Opposing them stood UNITA. This former ally of the MPLA was now fighting against Soviet dominance, alone in a sea of red. Not being able to ignore this any longer, the Western Bloc entered the scene. As their proxy, South Africa mobilized in support of UNITA to the fenceless cut-line border between Southwest Africa and Angola. What would follow would come to be known as the Border War. A war lasting 23 years as East and West was fighting it out on the African battlefront, seeing to some of the heaviest battles in Africa since World War II. It was this theatre that saw the birth of the South African Special Forces. By day and night, any direction, by land, air or sea, they fear naught but God. Join us now for a one-of-a-kind glimpse into the life of these warriors. 12 missions inspired by real-life operations. Pit your skills against the rest of the world. It's the Cold War all over again.